B to the I to the I to the stick. One more time for your mind, 2 times for your soul. One thing for certain and 2 things for sure. The Miami Hurricanes about to get down on the floor. Them bars right there, man. How everybody doing today? This is Canes Talk Live with Coach Hayes on the Coach Be Coach podcast. We about to get this thing rocking and rolling. They literally got 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 25, 24, 23 seconds before we put foot off in their behind. The Miami Hurricanes have 2 losses in the conference, and we can't take another one right now. Fran Brown, this is the big payback. You got some splaining to do, my man. Some splaining to do, if you understand me. Last year, you ruined our hopes with a 21-point lead and had the nerve at the end of the game to talk about, yo, Dabo, I got you in, baby. Well, I hope Mario Cristobal and his staff put up 70 on these cats and say, yo, Dabo, I hope you get Fran Brown in. How about that? How about that? Well, without further ado, man, you know, the Canes have had some tough times. A lot of people have been talking trash going in and out. But I want to just make sure we talk to our folks, man. We got to go ahead and clap it up for our latest guest in the building. Y'all clap it up for the bag man in the building. Oh, I hit the wrong box. What's going on, Batman? Talk to us. What's up with you, buddy?
Yep. That's all I can say. Another day, another chance to make a statement. We'll see what happens.
Well, we in the building with the bag, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling out here, man. We loose right now. But anyway, 36 and climbing in the building. Syracuse is going to be taking on the Miami Hurricanes in the Hard Rock right now. Bagum. That's your new name. Bagums. Miami is a 28.5-point favorite. Is Syracuse that bad, or do they think we're that good?
Coach, I don't even want to talk about spreads. Let's move on. Because it does it even really matter? Last year, we double-digit spread and we lose the game. Why are we even talking about spread? I just want somebody to listen to what's been said for the past couple of weeks. And let's just go out here and play football. No matter the spread, no matter where we at, no matter if Mario, no matter what the situation is, we focusing on the wrong things. Let's focus on getting a victory. Let's focus on making sure we're shoring up all the mistakes we've been making, the penalties, the offensive line, everything. This has to be a crisp game. That's how I look at it. I don't know if they bad or good. I don't know if we bad or good. What I'm saying is they're on their, I believe, their second string quarterback. I think the starting quarterback is out. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
So
I think the dude plays lacrosse.
Right. Oh my gosh. So here we are in a situation we're playing a Syracuse team, and again, they don't have their quarterback who's putting up great points in the beginning, because we had him on, somebody had him on the fantasy. He putting up great points in the beginning. So my point is this: let's just play football. Get back to basics. Get back to basics. That's how I look at it, Coach. I'm not even worried about no spread today. Let's just play football. Because it doesn't, with this team, it don't even matter. It doesn't even matter what the spread is. They say we're supposed to win by 11, we lose. It doesn't even matter. So let's keep it moving.
Okay. I don't know if you have a wardrobe malfunction or something, but is that a halter top? Yeah. I mean, what's going on with your shirt, bro?
So because you know how we do back in the day. We dress. We like to match. So I got the upside down U mustache, and I got the upside down U shirt because I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of giving the excuses. I'm tired of giving this illusion about who we are and what we're supposed to be, and I'm tired of it, Coach. And so I told you last week, until I'm satisfied, and I don't care what the Canes Nation say, if you got a problem with V, come see me under this bag. We can go head for head, toe to toe. I'm not even excited about this game. Let's play football, man.
All right. Well, like I said, we're here for a short time, not a long time, and definitely for a good time. Like Like I said, I'll just say this is a 28-point favorite. I think the Canes cover quickly. I have no problem with that. The Hard Rock going to be rocking. We owe Fran Brown a straight bona fide one of these right. Slap his ass right across the face because he's talking all that trash. Let me tell you something, man. I got something you may not even know, 12. I got a little secret out here about Syracuse that a lot of Cane fans don't even know. Let me make sure. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Let me make sure y'all hear this. Fran Brown, they've been so bad, but Fran Brown has actually fired. Right? Fired. They've lost 5 games in a row. We about to make it 6. And they had nerve to beat Clemson 24-31. But they fired their coach after losing to North Carolina. I got a name for you, 12. Are you ready?
I'm listening.
It's a blast from the past, a name that y'all might know. Josh Gaddis is their current offensive coordinator.
Wow.
The current offensive coordinator at Syracuse. You talk about living life full circle. 6 degrees of separation. Man, if that dude come in here and handles, man, let me tell you something, boy. You ain't gonna be the only one with a bag on your head. Mother, talk to me, man. Is that shocking or what?
It's definitely shocking, but there's always a storyline with Miami. We they need to call us they need to have a Bravo show about Miami football, the college house dudes or something, because it's always drama with these guys. Last week it was always drama. Last week it was Rhett Lashlee and everyone coming home from the U playing at SMU. And now we got Josh Gaddis, a former coordinator who is now calling plays at Syracuse. There's always something. And so for me, X's and O's, let's just play football. Shout out to here's my concern, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Panama Jack, shout out to Panama Jack, 864-8246. Vitor, take the bag off your head. Miami 6-2. What you expect? I expect way more than that. Panama and so your expectation, if you have a low energy, your expectation is very low. I understand, but my expectation is high. You high, okay? I don't know how long you've been following this team, but again, I'm gonna say it this way: 10-2 is 7-5 in my book. I said it when he got here, and I'm gonna continue to say it until it's proven differently. 10-2 is 7-5, and that's what y'all want. Hey, no problem. Y'all can have that, but that's not what I'm expecting at this university. And I'm not even talking about championship no more, Coach. I don't want to hear no more about championships. I don't want to hear nothing about playoffs. Our goal is to get to a game, an ACC championship game, and that ain't happening this year. Don't seem like.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, man. Let's take a look at it. I know we had a couple of key injuries here. I know CJ Daniels is out, so JoJo Trader is expected to be starting like he did last week. What do you expect? Because again, last week JoJo Trader was the hot hand. I think he was 4 for 4. Then he had the whoopsie pass for the interception, and then I think they only went to him one more time for the last 3 quarters of the game. Do you expect him to be one of the top receivers with Malachi Tony today?
Yeah, I think as you know this, and we've discussed this before, JoJo hasn't been a JoJo sighting until pretty much last week. And so the more that you more that you practice, the more reps you get, the more comfortable you are in the game. The more comfortable Carson Beck should be with JoJo running with the first team. It's a different running with the first team, running with the second team. We know that. Hopefully JoJo, you got a lot of burn this week, and is able to focus more, right? Now, I don't care what anyone said. He started off the game hot. I think that interception, which was clearly his fault, I think kind of shook him a little bit, and also shook Carson Beck because, hell, you put it in his hands, and he got the fumblies. I don't understand. And another week of preparation, another week of going through routes. I think he's the hot hand today as well with Malachi. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, man, real quick, man. Big Wit cleaning for the 999. Appreciate it. Against Stanford, instead of working on the passing game, we pounded the rock. If we pound the rock against Cuse and not work on the passing game, Mario just doesn't get it. You know, I'm glad you said that because kind of before we started this show, 12, we had a conversation. And we were talking about this approach to this game. As bad as Syracuse has been, what is interesting is I think the approach Miami takes going forward. Usually as a coach, when you go into games that are not should not be highly competitive, you do try to work on some things and you don't try to open up, like you say, people like to say, open up the playbook and so forth. These kind of games are more about execution than it is about introducing new things and creativity. But with the Canes' lackluster approach to offense, as Coach Shannon Dawson said, he's adaptive boredom, whatever the hell that means. I don't know what he meant by that. Do you expect to see any like big wrinkles, or do you expect to see the same approach to this game going forward because maybe the opponent is not as strong as others?
What I would like to see and what's probably going to happen are two different things. I think you give the fan base what they want,
right,
or some resemblance of what they want. We want a high-powered offense. We want the ball thrown down the field. We want the running backs on the edge. We want motion. We want a lot of different things. We want points. And if they can't adjust and listen to, and I'm sure they're hearing it from the brass, from the upper management, from the brass, the ADs, some the alumni. If they can't give the fans what they want, it's a problem. It's a straight problem. So I need them to throw that ball around. I need the first script, first play of the game. We used to call it UN back in the days. Play action, throw it. Send a message. Send a message. This is what we're coming in here for. We're coming in here to make a statement. Coming here to shut everyone up, including V12. They want to shut me up. Do what needs to be done.
100%. 82 people in climate. We need at least 50 likes in this thing, man. At least 50 if you want us to open up the phone line. That we ain't gonna stay on a long time. Shout out to Black Butterfly in the building for the 199. Black Butterfly in the building. She old UGA fan right here. Halftime. UGA 24. Mississippi State 7. Go dog.
Hey, Butterfly. Hey, Butterfly.
Anyway. Oh my God, LMV. How you doing, baby? She says Mario Terriball.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I like that
hilarious. Anyway, that's funny actually. Shout out to LMV, the producer in the building as always. She keep this thing rocking in the background, man. Making it happen.
Coach, I've been hearing a lot about the coaches and what the coaches have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask you this question because I don't think we broached this question. Do you think Mario still has control of the locker room? And if the answer is yes, give me a percentage. Because as a player, from my perspective, I think I would have doubts with this head coach and this coaching staff.
I do still think he has the locker room. Now, just because I think players are down and they kind of see the writing on the wall, I don't think it's a complete catastrophic failure at this point. Now, if you lose another one, it might be an issue. But right now, I still think he has his grips on his locker room. Are there some players that's like, man, it's some BS? Definitely. There's some players that it's some BS when you win it because they're not playing. But overall, I still think he has this locker room, as he calls it, rat poison, as Nick Saban calls it, rat poison, and so forth. I sure wish he would take a little bit more from Nick Saban than just, some quotes that you said at the podium about rat poison and take some other things that he has done and implemented in this program. However, I still think he has it. But I think what's important is how we approach this. I want to come out guns a-blazing, not because it's Syracuse, but because it is Syracuse and it's Fran Brown, right? I like Fran Brown as a coach, but you have to remember what he did to this program last year. He did what he was supposed to do in beating us, fine. But when you throw insult to injury, as he did, which I can appreciate that too. I ain't mad at him as a football fan, but as a Cane fan, that would be on the wall. I would play that. That would be in the locker room playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all this week. Hey, yo, Dabo, I got you in, baby. Then he says, "Ooh, I could go wash now," because he got this thing where he don't take a bath after a loss, right? Guess what? If I'm Mario Cristobal, I'm gonna be the most snake belly. They say we go high, we go low. I'm going snake belly on this one, right? Also because it's recruiting. Watch this. Who does Syracuse have right now that we might want to get? They got a recruit named Calvin Russell out of Miami Northwestern Senior High School, a receiver that we could probably get. So this is why you do certain things. I understand. Well, you got to keep it professional. No, I'm just playing the game in which the rules predict. So I'm just going to simply say, hey, go ask Dabo if you got in. And matter of fact, one more week without a bath, baby. That's 6 weeks in a row. You mighty stink over there, Fran Brown. And Fran Brown, I think he has the attitude to understand the banter. You know what I mean? Because he actually gave a shout out to my man, Carol City Cartel, when he made the rap song. And he said, L. Fran Brown. And he was like, yeah, that's tough. You know what I mean? So he gets the back and forth. I hope Mario will do that too. And trust me, people will fall in love with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this game's gonna say a lot, Coach. I think in the way in which
you have doubt, 12. Damn, it sounds like you got. Are you a doubting Thomas?
No, it ain't. No, listen. There's no doubt. There's no doubt in the win. There's no doubt in the end result. Victory, of course. I want to see it in order to believe it. 28. Here's what I'll say, and I'll make this real quick. 28 points or more, I take the bag off. As a matter of fact,
we beat the spread. I will allow you to take the bag.
If we beat the spread, but I want to up the ante because this is here are my expectations with the Canes. I want him to beat the spread within the first 3 quarters. Carson Beck needs to have his shoulder pads off by mid-third quarter. What you say about that? I open up a little bit.
I think you just made it harder on yourself. Me personally. That's fine.
I want to keep. Hey, the bag got air conditioning here. It's smooth. I don't mind the bag. It's smooth.
You got AC in it up?
Yeah, I got AC in here. Yep, AC in the bag. We good. I stay in this thing.
Oh God, Lee Gina. But what that is? That's like the Hachi 2000 model.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing like the Atari, man.
That's a T-Move version. Shot like a billionaire. Anyway, but you shut up.